Over the past few years, there has been a sharp rise in reports from citizens about UFO sightings. Strange lights darting across the night sky, objects hovering silently over cities, and inexplicable phenomena witnessed by pilots and civilians alike. What once seemed like fringe stories relegated to conspiracy theorists and late-night radio shows has now become a global conversation, with governments and scientists unable to dismiss the growing evidence. Based on real observations, in 2020, the Pentagon released declassified videos of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. These clips showed advanced flying objects moving in ways that defied the laws of physics, with military personnel expressing genuine confusion. By 2022, confirmed sightings doubled, sparking debates across scientific communities and government agencies. The public was left to wonder, what are these objects, and what do they want? Now, let's step into the future. Imagine this. It's late December 2024, and astronomers at the Arecibo Observatory detect a strange signal from a star system 50 light-years away. At first, it's dismissed as another mysterious fast radio burst. But upon closer analysis, a pattern emerges. Pulses arranged in sequences of prime numbers, interspersed with shapes resembling ancient symbols from Sumerian and Mayan civilizations. Speculation spreads like wildfire. Is this contact? A warning? Or something else entirely? Governments worldwide downplay the significance of the signal, insisting it's likely a natural phenomenon. Based on real observations, it wouldn't be the first time strange cosmic signals were misinterpreted. In 1977, the famous "wow" signal stirred similar excitement before fading into obscurity, unresolved. However, this time feels different. The signal repeats itself at regular intervals, as if demanding our attention. Imagine this. January 1st, 2025 begins like any other New Year's Day, but celebrations are cut short when NASA issues an emergency press conference. A massive object has entered Earth's orbit. At first, it's thought to be an asteroid, but images reveal a structure far too symmetrical to be natural. Shimmering and metallic, it's roughly the size of Manhattan and appears to defy gravity, with no visible propulsion or engines. The media dubs it the Sentinel. Panic spreads. Social media explodes with hashtags like #AlienInvasion2025 and #TheSentinel. Governments issue calming statements, urging the public to remain indoors and avoid speculation. But based on real historical patterns, this only fuels fear. In moments of uncertainty, humanity's imagination often fills in the gaps. Imagine this. As the Sentinel orbits silently, smaller crafts begin descending to Earth. They don't land, nor do they attack. Instead, they hover over major cities: Washington, D.C., London, Tokyo, and Johannesburg. These smaller crafts appear identical, smooth and featureless, reflecting their surroundings like mirrors. Attempts to establish communication fail. Radio waves, light signals, and even simple physical gestures go unanswered. The silence is deafening. Meanwhile, based on real historical incidents, whispers begin to circulate. Conspiracy theorists claim this moment has been anticipated for decades. Files from the Roswell incident in 1947 are dragged back into the spotlight, along with rumors about secret experiments at Area 51. Had governments known about extraterrestrial life all along? Were they preparing for this exact moment? Imagine this. After a week of tense standoffs, the Sentinel finally responds. A beam of light projects symbols into the night sky above Washington, D.C. The symbols pulse and shift, resembling both mathematical equations and ancient runes. Linguists and mathematicians rush to decode the message. Early interpretations suggest it's a question. Are you ready? The question ignites debate across the globe. What does ready mean? Ready for contact? For an alliance? Or something more sinister? Skeptics argue this is a test of humanity's maturity as a species, while religious leaders interpret it as a divine reckoning. The crafts remain stationary, as if waiting for an answer. Based on real observations, Earth's history shows how humanity has responded to the unknown. In the past, explorers who encountered new civilizations often brought conflict instead of understanding. Could the same dynamic play out here? If these beings are advanced enough to reach us, they could easily dominate us, or choose to coexist. Imagine this. Days turn into weeks. The smaller crafts scan Earth's major technological hubs, emitting beams of light that disrupt power grids but cause no lasting damage. Engineers report strange anomalies in their systems, as if the crafts are probing our technology. In rural Nevada, near the infamous Area 51, witnesses claim to see symbols burned into the desert floor. The symbols match those projected by the Sentinel, but no one can decipher their meaning. In a dramatic turn, one craft vanishes from its position above Tokyo and reappears over Antarctica. Satellite images capture its descent into an unexplored region of the frozen continent. Speculation runs wild. Are they looking for something buried beneath the ice? A base? Or perhaps evidence of their own past presence on Earth? Based on real theories, Antarctica has long been a hotspot for speculation about extraterrestrial activity. From mysterious underground lakes to unexplained seismic activity, some believe the frozen continent holds secrets humanity was never meant to uncover. The craft's sudden interest only adds fuel to the fire. Imagine this. By mid-2025, the world stands at a crossroads. The crafts continue to hover, silent but ever-present. The Sentinel remains in orbit, occasionally emitting bursts of light that disrupt satellites. Scientists propose bold plans to send unmanned drones to the Sentinel, hoping to gather data. But as the drones approach, they are instantly disintegrated by an unseen force. Whatever these beings are, they clearly do not want us coming closer. Then, just as mysteriously as they arrived, the crafts begin to ascend. One by one, they vanish into the atmosphere, leaving behind a single message etched into the desert floor near Area 51. You are not ready. We will return. Humanity is left reeling. Governments scramble to analyze the events, while philosophers and theologians debate their implications. Were we tested and found lacking? Was this a warning? Or could it have been an act of mercy, sparing us from knowledge we weren't equipped to handle? After we've discussed the mysterious departure of the Sentinel and the unsettling silence that followed, we can now delve into the next stage of this unfolding story, one that is shrouded in even greater mystery and questions. Imagine this. It's mid-2025, months after the mysterious departure of the alien crafts and the Sentinel. Humanity is still reeling from the encounter, but just as life seems to settle back into normalcy, something inexplicable begins to happen. Strange monoliths, tall and shimmering, start appearing in seemingly random locations across the globe. From the Sahara Desert to the Amazon rainforest, and even deep beneath the ocean near the Mariana Trench, these structures seem to defy logic. They're composed of a material unknown to science, resistant to heat, pressure, and even radiation. Imagine this. It's mid-2025, months after the mysterious departure of the alien crafts and the Sentinel. Humanity is still reeling from the encounter, but just as life seems to settle back into normalcy, something inexplicable begins to happen. Strange monoliths, tall and shimmering, start appearing in seemingly random locations across the globe. From the Sahara Desert to the Amazon rainforest, and even deep beneath the ocean near the Mariana Trench, these structures seem to defy logic. They're composed of a material unknown to science, resistant to heat, pressure, and even radiation. Based on real observations, humanity has often been captivated by unexplained structures. From the ancient pyramids to Stonehenge, such creations spark endless questions about their origins. But these monoliths are unlike anything we've ever encountered. They emit faint vibrations that can only be felt, not heard, and their surfaces ripple like water when touched. Scientists and theorists alike scramble for answers, proposing ideas ranging from alien beacons to advanced scanning devices designed to observe human activity. Imagine this. In late July 2025, a team of deep-sea explorers studying the monolith in the Mariana Trench makes a chilling discovery. As they approach the monolith with an unmanned submersible, their instruments suddenly fail. Lights flicker, cameras cut out, and when power is restored, the monolith is gone. In its place is a massive, pulsating void that seems to bend light and space itself. The void emits a low-frequency hum, eerily similar to the sounds recorded from the Sentinel months earlier. Panic grips the scientific community. Could this be a portal, a weapon, or perhaps a gateway to their world? Fearing the worst, governments begin to militarize the areas surrounding the monoliths. But as quickly as the military intervenes, reports flood in from civilians claiming the monoliths are speaking. Based on real psychological phenomena, mass hysteria takes hold. Individuals across the globe report hearing faint whispers when near the monoliths, whispers in languages they don't understand. Linguists attempting to decode these murmurs find patterns eerily similar to the prime number sequences found in the Sentinel's original signal. The whispers are fragmented but consistent, delivering the same chilling message. Watch the skies. We will return. Imagine this. As fear and curiosity battle for dominance, an amateur astronomer in rural Montana makes an astonishing discovery. Using a homemade telescope, he captures a faint object moving just beyond the orbit of Neptune. The object is massive, far larger than the Sentinel, and seems to be heading directly for Earth. NASA confirms the sighting within days, but refuses to release further details. Whispers of a mothership begin to circulate. Meanwhile, the monoliths begin to change. Their once static surfaces now pulse with light, as if responding to an unseen signal. People nearby experience vivid dreams of unfamiliar landscapes, towering spires of crystal, endless plains of ash, and skies filled with glowing, unearthly orbs. Some wake up claiming to have seen the beings responsible for these structures. Tall, slender figures with elongated limbs and glowing eyes. Others describe terrifying visions of desolation, cities in ruins, and humanity reduced to scattered survivors. Based on real historical fears, debates erupt among world leaders. Is this an invitation to something greater, or a warning of impending doom? Should humanity respond, or prepare for conflict? The United Nations convenes an emergency summit, but tensions run high. Some nations demand transparency, while others argue that sharing information could incite mass panic. Imagine this. Just as global tensions reach their breaking point, the monoliths vanish. Overnight, they dissolve into thin air, leaving behind no trace of their presence. The strange dreams and whispers cease, and for a brief moment, it seems as though humanity has been granted a reprieve. But the object near Neptune continues its approach. Weeks pass, and the object stops just beyond Pluto, motionless. It sends no signals, shows no signs of life, and offers no explanation for its presence. Some theorists propose it's a monitoring station, placed to observe Earth from a distance. Others believe it's simply waiting. For what? No one can say. As the year 2025 draws to a close, humanity stands on edge, united in uncertainty. The skies remain quiet, but the memory of the Sentinel, the monoliths, and the strange object beyond Pluto lingers in the collective consciousness. Were we visited, warned, or merely studied? What's next for our planet? And above all, the haunting question remains: are we truly alone? As we close this chapter of our speculative journey into 2025, one question lingers in the air. What would you do if they returned? Would humanity unite or crumble under the weight of the unknown? Share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you interpret the message, "You are not ready"? And if you enjoyed this exploration of the mysterious and the unknown, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us for more late-night stories that challenge the boundaries of reality. Don't miss what's coming next, because the truth is always closer than it seems.